You've talked about the freedom and responsibility that you say the cordless trio brings. Freedom in playing, responsibility to storytelling, musical storytelling. Could you unpack that a little bit for me? I'm so curious about the freedom part seems more obvious, when we talk about improvised music and such, but the responsibility, it's such a specific word.
So you've got these three voices, three separate people. But when we've got a composition with a melody, with harmony, with rhythmic elements to get across, as far as the responsibility, what I would say is that I guess in a nutshell, with freedom comes responsibility, you know, uh, because there is the melody, there is the general structure of the composition, especially with Tyshawn and Ambrose. It's not always known exactly what's going to happen at any time. And so with the freedom to for somebody to take on the melody, it may not always be Ambrose's job to do that. At any moment, it could be my job to do that. At any moment, it could be my job to really outline the harmony quite explicitly. And again, so these jobs, I think, are not clearly assigned either. They're all decisions that we have to make in that moment. So with that responsibility means that I'm not just allotted that bass part, I'm allotted the whole composition as a playground in many ways to explore. And it is my responsibility to uphold if I see to jump on any part of that playground. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it does, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and so and I think also with a smaller group who's taking on the role of marking certain areas and roadmaps. I mean, I always feel that everybody should have that responsibility, but I think when we have a more sparse setting where there are no chords, quite often sections where we can take it many different ways. There's a responsibility to be aware of the energy that is happening at any given moment to make the decision whether or not to outline certain sections or move things forward.
Mm.
And that's what I mean by freedom. With freedom comes responsibility, because I really do believe that those decisions that improvising musicians make to change a section, to cue a certain phrase, to bring us back to this theme or to play this theme, to me, the most effective way to do those things relies on being in the moment and reading the energy that is going on. So there's the responsibility to uphold the composition, but then also the responsibility to be in the moment and to read the energy and see how, as a band, we're going to take that energy and go.